Say them a share money left, right, and center. And Seymour Panton don't think say that is it to start an investigation. But Seymour Panton heard from somebody that one bathroom was changed to a storeroom on a property we have paid. And they run same time. Them hear that the 10th and by the 11th, them they are KSMC.
11 then there. Yeah.
You see what is happening in the country? And that is the reason why we have to make sure it's with turn on
favoritism. I am not of the same belief as you, so I will get more pressured.
Okay. That is what is happening.
I am not about fishing and bringing it to you to feed you. I am about teaching you how to fish, but you will pressure me. You will pressure me and not pressure the other.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Linton.
Good morning, Lincoln. Good morning, Roxy. One second, guys.
You can look on the phone while me I drive. But listen, I'm protecting JH about Panton a while ago.
Yeah.
It's protecting JH. We have to get these messages out. Things like these, we have to highlight it. You understand? And tell people the hypocrisy of the IC and why we don't believe in the IC and why the IC must go.
Yes.
They must go.
That's how I started this journey, and I'm going to
bring them. Yeah, man, bring them. They must go. Protecting JH. But what Mocha said, they got a message. Mocha, I think where Mocha said yes, they got I don't know if they've started.
No,
they got a request.
Glina said the two agency them not start, but we just talk about Mocha will take them put together all of what them get. But just to show you the integrity commission by law can move in anywhere, anytime. And the 11th they move in, we go find out no? And the company had nothing to do with Andrew. It's a company that formerly had something to do with Andrew. But just because Andrew name call, now that my Campbell name call, them not interested in that.
We have to get those messages out some way, somehow, to show the hypocrisy of the IC. I just told me that Jamaica and I come with a call Cliff this morning. You would call Cliff this morning. I would certainly call Cliff this morning.
Cliff no come out.
Jamaicans, we have to pick up the phone and start call Cliff and point out these things. Make 2,000 people that are listening here. We have to start doing those things. Pick up a phone and call the radio station. I mean, Cliff is the only one that is listening to us. So call him and point out these things to them.
Bridget, enough time I tell them, I said Jamaican patriots who know so the country in a right way. We don't need to get up and take on the phone and go call Cliff. Go call Nationwide, call RJ, call all of them.
And if anybody want a credit to do it today, me will give you the credit. If you don't have no credit, so it's me I go call, so send the credit. I will send it, can't give you no. Right? We're going to sit down, pan it and call. We need to get this out there. We don't need to just sit down in and say every day and talk to myself. And them is a set of wicked.
Hi guys, good morning. I was earlier I was scrolling and I come across info media and it was calling out that I don't know how true the story is that Miss Williams, Dana Williams' daughter, must
Danishka, she no Miss Williams. Miss Williams, people with discipline, no behave them weird. She named Danishka.
Danishka, right?
May I tell the information? Hold on. May I tell the information? Give me 20 minutes. Go on top. May I the next one check the information.
Yeah, when me hear them say she must be orchestrate some digging up of a road.
Yes.
In the constituency.
Yes.
And it is alleged that she's flooding the constituency with guns.
With what?
With guns.
You know
Alleged.
what? You know what? Bridget, what you said this morning a while ago, but what you said when we just joined, what you did say about her? What she not gonna lock up in her big hole and go cover herself, man?
I remember so we're the pan YouTube.
Yeah, we might find out but
But,
Lexi, another thing, I did want to say to Lexi.
but what I'm saying is,
What on the Winston? Make me hear what Crafty you say.
No, make Mr. Winston finish.
okay, thanks. What I'm just saying that if the allegation is credible, we must pass on the information. Whosoever have the information must pass it on to the police and to the Prime Minister as well.
They need to be charged.
Think they're working security. Him not working as security. Lexi, Xavier, him not the security again.
You know, I'm not sure. What Landy? Who want to ask question? Rusty?
Rusty.
What Landy? Bridget, you done?
Yeah, man.
Like Rusty.
Crafty.
Rusty
Yeah,
coming.
waiting, Rusty.
Yeah, when me just said to you, Lexi, you said that the people that will get the government house, they can go work and save for them children. But the house is not for those type of people. The house is for the people them who vulnerable, who can't help themselves and live on the street. So them not really have the one them who need it, who really don't have any ability anymore. So when anything happen to them and them dead, the house go back, government get by the house, clean it up.
All right, Crafty. You see what I mean? You see, me not cut you. You see what I mean by that? As in, when them are moving, remember them, none of them are moving by themselves. Them have them kids with them. So what them need for do, either them kids or them spouse or whosoever are moving with them. What them need for do, who fit for go out there and go work, them need for save them money and put in place to when.
But the thing is, the one that will have kids shouldn't even be moving in it. Them kids forgot to look work and take care of them. The one that will live on the street when I have nobody at all, they are the one who should be getting those houses.
Yeah, but sometimes at the situation, sometimes at the whole of them in a spot where them can't fend for themselves and knows the rain. But that would have been the first on the Crafty. All right,
No,
look at the lady
two
on the
different.
phone.
Arlene, don't. Make Rusty come in when we're done, but two different scenarios. This is not two. Don't mix
Yeah.
up the poor house with the hope house. Two different scenarios. So let we get it straight. It's two different scenarios. So let's not mix them.
No, but the one them that the Prime Minister Bill Bridget for instance, the family will get the house. That is their house because it's on their land, so no government land.
Yeah, that's their house, right? So exactly. So you can give it to whoever you want to give it to.
Listen what me I say, Crafty. Look on the lady where they done a town with her house with Bundon and she get an indigent house because the land was not hers, it was the government land. Right? She get an indigent house. She have her kids, them will live with her and them in a same situation. So she get the house in fair name, not fair one is still owned by the KSMAC, which is the municipal corporation. Who fit in the household must know, so they must stand on them foot and go look work and go find somewhere. If any disaster struck again, they have somewhere for themselves. And
Yeah,
that
that's
me
what
and
I'm
Crafty
saying.
will do video.
When you terms it like that, when you terms it first, it make it sound like the houses them, the people them will get the house are able to go and work and thing. But that's not the house because the houses where family move in, where the Prime Minister give them, those houses nobody can take that back from them because the land is theirs. No government can go on them land and take back house to get other people.
No,
people
Crafty.
But that is what they were
Crafty,
that is what they were mixing up the houses them.
You're right, like
So let me say if I can say it now. Hold on.
I did say there are two housing programs. The social housing program and the indigent.
Right, so you have to explain it properly. So the ones that the Prime Minister has been issuing out, right? there are requirements for it. The requirements, you need to have a title for the land, or you need to have permission by the owner of the land that you are able to build on it. Okay, that has to be in writing. Now, the land cannot be on lease, it cannot be on rent, not like that. All right. So once the Prime Minister builds that house for you, you sign the contract to say that house now belongs to you. The government, 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, cannot come and take back that house. That is the one that the Prime Minister give out, okay? The indigent house now, those houses, yes, if you have title, fine, they will work out something for you and give you some level of assistance. But if you don't have any title or so, they will provide the land and they will build the house for you based on your family structure. All right, so if it's a 1-bedroom, they will give you one. If it's 2-bedroom, they give you 2. If it's a 3-bed, depending on the amount of persons in your family. All right. However, for that house now, the indigent house, you are not the sole owner. The sole owner of that house would be the government. So the reason why they put you there is for after a period of time, you should be able to go on your own and maybe buy a piece of land and build your own house and you can move out. When you move out, or if you're dead, then the government, you can recommend somebody else to live in it, as well as the government can put someone else in it. All right.
Do we really?
Rusty wanna ask a question long time ago.
Hold on, Rusty.
Let Rusty come in. Morning, Father Rusty.
Morning. There's a couple of things I want to say, you see. And one of the first things I want to say is that argument with Williams and the counter argument. Sometimes, you see, I think the government is a bit tardy in a lot of things for them. Don't find a lot of things out. There's a lot of tardiness in the government operation in terms of information and action. Because there's no way me and you could have there so I hear this and them not hear that. Because that is how the police and the organization of government is supposed to work. You're supposed to have your ears on the ground to pick up information that you can be 10 steps ahead of crime all the time. Furthermore, with the reputation of Mr. Williams, Danai Williams, that is, right? As a East Kingston done, that should be expected. So there should be measures put in place to curtail that. So sometimes you see, a lot of things will happen. Take for instance the housing thing now, when we hear that talk. It's a lack of information that causes confusion, you know. Knowing fully well that the PNP is a set of people who just grab it and run with it. Right? Now, you know, a lot of information coming out. Did the government tell the people about these things before they started giving out these houses? Did they? I don't think so, because we wouldn't have some confusion if they did. Right?
Rusty.
But the confusion is not by the holder of the houses.
The PNP, they might take it a turn propaganda.
Exactly.
People them well know understand, but them know that the PNP is the PNP and do it and the real people them. The PNP them go not to
The people them
campaign.
often know because if you
campaign.
Rusty, the people them often know.
The PNP and J. Brian, them, they are the one that is spreading the propaganda.
All right,
And 30 at times, and if you go watch our wig them.
Rusty say more finish.
Yeah. As you gather from what your lady is saying is that the government or the agency responsible for this might have said it. You know, it's the first time. You know, is it me, Rusty? It's the first time I hear this on a right now.
No, but Rusty, understand this. You won't know certain things if you are not looking for the house. Persons who would go to get the house, they have to go through a
Would
procedure, send in a name,
Yeah.
when they get
Hold on,
approved,
hold on,
they
man,
get
hold
the
on.
information.
I want to say something. Just hold on a minute, no, man. We are reasoning, but more to get a clear understanding and more to understand what I say. Because I'm the type of person like this, you know. You see me, I don't worry about people that don't like me, you know, because I'm a man who does hit the nail on the head, you know. Watch out. This is not supposed to be a thing where me have to go find out before we get the information. Because things like these will cause mass confusion. These are information we're supposed to put out on JIS, on the news, on every medium that people know.
And
But Rusty, did you hold on, MJ. Rusty, did you do your research about it though?
I never do no research about it. You may just tell us I first me hear how it go.
But hold on, now, the next question.
Oh, you
Rusty.
don't say that part.
Why would you-
JIS.
Hey, how you know saying that they're rusty? And you never do
Well,
the research to find
I
out.
am saying,
And Mr.
Rusty,
Boy, me go there, me just-
did you apply for the
Just let me finish another year. Me I say,
What?
Rusty, did you apply for the house?
With Rusty. Go on, Rusty.
you know me I say now. You know want me to tell lie?
You have to tell people clearly.
A lie, you know want me to blow
Agree
down
with Rusty.
Where you that one, Wula?
No,
You say me never do about
no, Father,
Nobody wants you to tell any lies. Rusty, nobody wants you to tell any lies.
Look here, me finish.
Rusty, no, that can't work.
Here.
We are trying to steer you in the right path, but you are stuck on your point.
Because I want to clear myself. Because you guys seem to not understanding what I'm saying. And all I'm trying to say is, me and Rusty went up on the media every day and watch every news. Never hear that yet. That's passed me like how tea pass foul.
We don't move the phone.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Rusty. We didn't know about it still.
Yeah. So if 10 man know and 100 man don't know.
But the thing is this, Rusty, what we have to understand, you see, if we don't have certain interest in certain topic, we won't go the extra mile to get information about it. If we're not the ones seeking the assistance, certain information we won't be privy to. Not
Alright,
until
yes,
we need it,
I'm
then
gonna
we
say
will
this to
go
you,
for
Cass.
it.
And let me say this to you, Case.
True.
And I am saying to you, my dear good lady, me not supposed to have interest in it before the information is put out there.
You
that we can
understand
know.
where Rusty is. Yeah.
but the information is out there about
out there in the general public. That's whoever has interest.
No, but
Them know already before them go. That's when them go there. Them know what them up against.
No,
Would you
Rusty,
agree,
because
Panel,
Prime Minister talk about
that the
this
reason
about
why
3
people
years
believe
and straight.
I understand.
people in Jamaica?
Hold on, man. I understand Andrew giving up the house. Me know you have your title and your land as that automatically a few of them can't come take up at the house after your land. So that's a common sense. See, although Tina times them a mix up everything in a one, but me I try to show you say. Me understand that level side. I'm sure a lot of people understand we a jump up and I say Ray now. Cause she just a look forward and a come back cause she lost. But the indigent part, a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people think it's the same thing like the social housing program, like the two of them are the same thing. Not
all right,
realizing
so Rusty,
it's a
can I
different
say
program.
something to you?
Yeah.
Can I say something to you? I didn't know the difference between the indigent and the social program.
No,
outfit.
there you go.
No, listen what I am saying until I heard about what is going to come as propaganda and I did my research. Research is out there.
And
No,
the same
to me
thing I
saying
say,
to
Lexi.
you,
The same thing me I
listen what
say.
I am saying, Rusty. No, me saying to you, Rusty, if it's something that is surfacing and you don't have the information or the knowledge, you must do your research. Because
Well,
if you
just
don't do your
no,
research,
just tell me, I'm research, me just here.
if you do not do your research, people are gonna full up your head of crap.
Nobody can follow up my other crap because I know sooner or later me I got hear what this true story is. That's all information.
No, but then
works.
again, Rusty, you cannot really come and say because of
The information is not out there.
you're not going to get the information, meaning that the government or the party or whatever never
All right,
come out
all right, let me
and
ask
put
you
out
this,
the
Lexi.
information.
But Father Ross, you know, say a long time indigent houses are give out. And not today, you know, years, you know.
From me a
Yeah.
picking, I know nothing new.
Yeah.
I know
The
not,
only thing
as a
is
matter
that
of
this
fact,
man them
as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact,
a long time.
hold on there. As a matter of fact, let me tell you from experience, for me personally know. about 50 or 60% of the house them where you see down a town, down in the garrison, them down in that's why indigent house, most of them, you know.
Indigent and nobody no own a land in a case to me.
All right. You didn't know that most of the house them in a jungle and Rima and these places, those people never pay $1 for them.
Not even $1 for the Rusty.
No,
Not even
No,
$1.
most
out
of
of
them.
Porsche bill, out of 2 miles, so. Out of, what's the name? The latest scheme.
Back to-
No back to man, out of a Porsche bill or scheme them out. Yep. Front of Delacree Park, so. Yeah?
Yeah,
Rusty.
yeah, me know her.
NHT money bill them house, they are not even $1, nobody know
Yeah.
one, you know.
Exactly.
You know, see them a run down.
That's
Indigent
the
houses,
question.
I think all over the world, you know, it's not just Jamaica, you know, it's all.
Me know.
You understand? So there's not. But when we are trying to
tell them Rusty.
all I'm trying to explain is that the government know how the PNP stay and know they love run with propaganda. Them are something to broadcast like the national news.
But it is out
Rusty.
there,
Big and
Rusty. It is
serious.
out there.
Guys, big and serious, and this is
Sure,
it.
let me
We
tell you
are
something.
fueling this
JLP is
propaganda.
very poor at disseminating information. And
No.
I can't say
What
Rusty,
we should be
I agree with that.
Hello?
What we should be saying is this.
Catsko.
Yes, Blackie?
Catsko. 1 second. Well, I've just got a question and then I'm gonna alone because I'm in nice. So let me ask a question. How many of these houses that Rusty has been going on since he was a boy? How many of these houses get taken off people?
none of them, they're not transferred to other family. They just go on to
So why are
family.
why are we even here talking about the thing? Because not because they you know, Desmond
Exactly.
McKenzie mentioned it. It does not happen. I know, like say to happen. It doesn't happen. He mentioned it for clarity. I understand that, but you know what? Because of what they said, we're having this big discussion now because of what the way the PNP behaved.
Remember, I know Blacking, I came here Monday morning and I told you guys that the propaganda machine is going to crank up because the PNP realized that they're losing ground. I did come here Monday morning and I told you that
I understand that, and we have been saying that.
Intelligence tell us that the propaganda machine is going to crank up. So you see, as the money man, this is what they start. This is what they start with. So we have to. All of this is just mere propaganda because all of them know the truth, but it's just propaganda. Trust me. They're losing ground and they realize it. So them start to attack the housing program. Nothing else. Because everything that they're saying is nothing is truth about it. Nothing.
Guys, the bigger picture is this. It's not rich people getting the money, okay? Not rich people. The fact is this. The opportunity has come where many more persons who are in poverty now has a roof over them head. That is what we should be selling.
And you know another thing, Casco? Somebody plank, mute. Plank, you know another thing
Anyway,
too, Casco, when the indigent houses came about, somebody mute, plank, mute.
You need for mute.
When the indigent houses came about, they were board houses according to Munchi with one door front and one window. Now the Jamaica Labour Party has changed the structure and making them into concrete houses. So that is the difference also. You understand me? That is the difference also.
You know, I
PNP is just bad mind.
I just want to say one sentence. One of the problems that we are having on this topic, you see, I believe personally that the government or the ministry them are depending too much on their website to pass on information to the public. And most Jamaicans are not into that. They go up on a website, they go pass on information. So the government needs to use up JIS more.
But what information to be passed on about this though? What information is there to pass on about?
But Winston, it is on JIS. Winston.
So Winston,
It's on JIS, I'm telling
You know,
you.
I am saying
It's
morning.
we
Hello.
need to
over
pass
there.
on. We need to pass on information orally.
Bridget,
We
Bridget, let's
too
one
much
at a time, please.
technology.
Hold on. Can I speak to the panel, please? Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I have
Go
been
ahead.
listening.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have been listening and I'm having a headache. And the reason why I'm having a headache is we are allowing the PNP to set a talking point and a narrative, and we have fall for it. Yesterday, story about the indigent housing, all we need to do is explain it once and done. We don't need to have no hours long a discussion over it, because you know why? This indigent housing program is concern of zero. What did PNP do with the homeless people in Montego? What did the PNP do with the homeless people in Montego Bay?
Exactly.
They throw them in a mud lake. Indigent housing a give out for years.
Yeah.
Right? The government of Jamaica Labour Party government been building up, Mr. Stiaga build up the whole of Tivoli about downtown. The people they're not homeless. PNP take the homeless people and the insane people because all of the people when they go through it at the lane. Right? And all of them did insane. While our government have built all sort of rehab, all sort of housing facilities, night shelter, fit the people that we need it. Why would you sit down and make PNP a set narrative and then we not say the government bad with messaging? It is not true.
Is
The
it?
information
Is it?
is
You have to understand, you know.
and if it not concern you, well on the plan. If it not concern you, now gonna know how many people people know how to go and enumerate themselves. How many people know what is the procedure to when you transfer your vote? How many persons know what is the procedure if you want to benefit from NHT? How many persons know what is the procedure to apply for student loan? If it not concern you, you don't know. And so we see general knowledge is not our thing. We should have not. We yesterday morning we have such a brilliant press conference. We have the right with ball feet. We get it. They are doing everything to detract and deflect from that point. That's the points that were made. Guys, please don't stop waste time and not tear down on one and say information available.
That's what I mean.
Kizzy, me can ask you a question, Kizzy? Me can ask you a question?
Anything, let's see.
Kizzy, when you don't know the meaning of one word, where you go? No Google.
You have to.
Alright, so if I don't know the meaning of the word, I'm going to go from Google. Now what I'm going to do? I need the meaning, so what am I going to do? Search feed, don't it?
Search feed because you want clarity and you want a better
Exactly. So therefore, well on the plank. Therefore, if you don't know about something and hear about it for the first time, I am applying you all again. Go and do your research and stop make propaganda get the best of una on the tongue. Fool and blame una forget blame for una own knowledge. It is simple.
Mario.
I don't want to preach. I don't want to preach to you guys because the whole of we over here are big people. I mean, I like come off as the person all the time where I feel me don't want to preach to you, but I am saying this, right? In my parish of Portland, me don't know about nowhere else, but in my parish of Portland, in the town of Port Antonio, we have so many people where mentally ill. Me don't know if I call Portland safe. We don't know what is the issue, but they're always here in our street, right? I know people who benefited from the indigent housing. Desmond Mackenzie came here, him and the MP, then build up the house and they give it to them. We know these people have been living on the streets for years. Now, if they need a family should have take them up. If they need a friends should have put them in their house. They did not. They were on the street begging every day. They're not mentally insane. They just cannot afford housing. Now the government provides a place for them to live, right? Who's supposed to contact now about who can benefit from it and who the get it and I know people that own it house. The house not belongs to them. Because when them pass on, get ill and gone in the infirmary or whatever, the house supposed to be there. When the government get money from every year to accommodate everybody, when they're homeless or need housing. And social programs, it is all over the world. Any good country with good governance, you know the house now belongs to you. And Jamaica still do better than some foreign country. Because in some foreign country, when you're going to live in a social house, it no matter what, you still have to pay some bills.
Exactly, but me tell them about the section 8 up here. Kizzy, me tell them about the section 8 up here. Them put in the apartment is not yours. You not own it. You understand me? You not get no title for it.
Bridget,
And you still have to pay part of the rent.
Bridget,
You understand me?
Tell them about Singapore. Tell them about Singapore. We are pay you. We are pay you your house for left your country and come at them country for come take a president. Them no know them something there, you know. People don't know them something there, you know. Singapore, we are pay you for left your country and come and feed them one for come take a president. Them a pay your bill, them a give you housing. What you want? When they are beat up on yourself.
Where's Mario?
Have you heard any of the top brass and the PNP come out and talk nothing about the indigent houses?
Oh, J. Brian, them and
exactly. Who is J. Brian? Who is J. Brian? A big Batman around the place. What is it that
Mario, you can't even say that. You can't even say that because guess what? And them same one send them. And them same one send them minions them.
Bridget, you have people in the Jamaica Labour Party. There's a new release sent out. You have people talk about this yesterday. Why is it that we keep on going around the same thing, preaching the propaganda and all of that, sending it further? When is it that we have a brilliant press conference when we're supposed to day ourselves? Yet, thief in Dayton Campbell supposed to resign. We're coming here talking about indigent houses.
But me, they tell you say the propaganda machine now starts, so we don't have to pay them no mind. Well, we continue to ask Dayton Campbell to resign, and if it be not writing letter, him to resign too. That's our thing then.
Wait for the next 24 hours to swear indigent houses. When the government itself send out a press release, people and bloggers on here, both TikTok and YouTube, come and talk about it, but yet still that's
Good morning, Labour.
Exactly. It is exactly 50 minutes from now, them have until.
Let's see. Good morning, Laborites.
1 minute, one love.
Good morning.
Good morning. But guys, one at a time. I want to not speak. Mute to no mind. Remember, say, we are listening. It sounds terrible on the phone. But the truth is, stop letting PNP set narrative and talking points. We don't need to defend the defense. Our government has two very, very vital, needed systems. Bridget, you are mute. Mute, guys, mute. The people who need it most in our country are finally benefiting, right? We know that the PNP ate the fact. We know that the PNP ate with Prime Minister does a cut ribbon. They ate the fact that when you see Desmond Mackenzie go, all the people then jump up and say, thank you, Mayor, thank you to him. They ate it. Remember, them try to pour what? Them try to pour shit and mud for everything that this government has done since the Prime Minister take government since 2016. And it not stick. It can, I'm telling you this, labor rights, we are way more powerful on social media than any PNP propaganda. PNP propaganda take on life when we give it life. Stop give them fuckery life. Me a beg you know. I will set the narrative. Make them defend themselves. Why are we always on the defense?
But Kizzy,
information available. Information available, but if you're not concerned, you don't care about it, and that's the mindset.
This is what I'm saying. If you just hear about something, you're not going to do your research and then you come talk about it. You can't just come and kill the Prime Minister just like that. You just hear about it. You know what I'm about?
Make Mario tell you how long the guy say him live. Fee mother get one indigent house last night on Kerry Live. Him say him mother never get a brand new house.
It was a pass-on house.
It was a pass-on house.
From in Edward Siaga time.
Edward Siaga time.
And this is the narrative that I'm saying, guys. Please, don't just stop talking about this indigent.
We need to stop talking about this guy. People will get them house and live comfortable.
Look at it. PNP find out the place are closed for them closer and closer every single day. And them send out this big batty man come out if they come distract and talk. And they're winning. Whether on the like it or not, they're winning because that's what they're doing now. Because
Hold on. Kizzy, you see the press release where the Prime Minister put out last night?
We're bickering. We're talking about this indigent house.
It need. Hold on, Mario. It need to go in a video. Just like how the Batty boy put out team on a video.
Hey, hello, calm down. One at a time. But let me tell you something. You see one thing with me? Me come from here and sometimes I here for hours, sometimes I jump in, sometimes I jump out. You know sometimes why? Sometimes I leave. That strike, I big up yourself. Sometimes I come in just because I have to leave and go and get the facts. Me have to leave and stay up to date with the news. Sometimes when you know on the live them, you don't know what else are going out there. You see what you have to the press release put out from day before. Say the same night when they put out
the same night.
And on top of that,
I was on the live with Winston and I don't know if it was plank or blocking like cause yesterday on the tour the live my husband. And I read the press release in its entirety. Me never know that people are gonna get up and attack and get the people. From no see the fucking video. The video is not an official video. Uno know PNP Iraq is here. Mark Golden and Dayton Campbell and them a try pick everything. Uno see them come out. Plank have a point. Mary have a point. Uno can't follow me tell you every day. Uno too
before the press release come out, the drunk or then send out that. We not even look on it.
Guys, listen here now. Please, don't just stop talking about this. There's a case.
We not have time to talk about that.
There's a case. Frank, hold on a second. There's a case currently going on in St. and Xavier main constituency where it is alleged that Danishka Williams supporters go dig up, say them a dig up for pipe down at one place. I look for pipe, dig up the damn road. Why is it that we're not talking about this and asking, find out if this is correct? Why is it that we're here talking about indigent houses? Why is it that we're not here talking about the resignation of Dayton Campbell, the resignation of Williams, even the resignation
we need a release.
Hold on. Why is it that we're here talking about the press conference that happened yesterday? But why is it that we are here still talking about indigent house when this is something from day before yesterday? This doesn't make any sense, labor rights. We don't look into yourself and stop the PNP talking point. Because this is a J. Bryan thing. J. Bryan come out and say J. Bryan come out and say Miss Chin data. J. Bryan come out and say Miss Chin. J. Bryan come out and say everybody part labor right them analyze. So why is it that we're giving this big old Batman talking point to keep on a run with this damn narrative when it makes no sense? Make this make sense.
True, Mario. True.
Me just step on the outside and listen to live, you know. Me I tell you no plan. Me I tell you the truth. Me kind of discuss.
True, Mario.
If 2025 we upon live, I explain to people what indigent mean. It a bill. Friend, the 60s them a bill. So why I know a problem? We're not supposed to discuss this, brother.
I have something to say. Because there's no way I'm going to talk about that the topic. They're not even like a piece. We're not lucky. My MP is doing 2 competitions in Southeast Clarendon for the month of February. I think I had briefly told you guys that he'll be doing Black History thing for the month of February. And just the way we had something in January, we're going to have something every month.
Hold on, Miss Chin. Plan, pull up back Miss Kizzy, because somebody kick her out. I don't know why.
No. Me I try bring her up, but me not get her.
No, I know nobody kick her out. The
If she
upper
come back,
glitch.
she me find her back here. The
Wanna put me in a
is
big box so
Go
I
ahead,
can
Miss
read
Chin.
this,
Go
please.
ahead,
I
Miss
can't
Chin.
read it in a little box.
Go ahead, Miss Chin.
But me can't read in a big box neither. Put it back in a
See,
big
it
box.
a glitch. It a glitch. Me just put her in a big box and to jump out back.
Alright, so as you can see, for Southeast Clarendon every month there's going to
Wait,
be
Miss Chin.
something.
Nah, stop up the live. Look why when blocking the live and I just eat up. Make this make sense. And them thing we are talking about, they are big about them indigent. Talk here, Miss Chin.
So for February it's going to be roots and reggae, art and music. There's another competition, but I'll show that one at first. So you can enter if you live in Southeast Clarendon. That's part of the rule. The deadline is the 14th of February by 5 p.m. What it is that you need to do, you can do visual art, so you can paint something or draw something. If it's a case that you're going to do a music, you would make a recording of the music and you can send this information to a phone number that's written there if you guys can see it. If not, you can go to P. Charles on TikTok and you'll see his information. The prizes, first prize look like that favor 50,000. Yeah, second prize 30 and the third prize 20. People's choice 10,000. If one can read it. So that's one of the competitions that he's doing. So Southeast Clarendon people, or if you all know anybody in Southeast Clarendon, can relay that information. There's another one. This is the other one. The other one is an essay and speech competition. The one you're too fine to read it, but as I said before, it's on his page, so go ahead and read it. I know that the prize is you get laptop and money for first prize, and second prize is tablet and money. Third prize is also tablet and money. I can't sit to tell you the money them, God no. But the competition must be around Southeast Clarendon and the country at large. Marcus Garvey, Hugh Shearer. Hugh Shearer was not only was he Prime Minister, but he was also in our constituency. He was also an MP in our constituency. And it's alleged that he is what man the name? Roddy Spencer's father. We don't know if it's true, but if you can write essays around stuff like that and whatever, then you can win the prize. This one is based on the likes on TikTok. So you guys can participate as well, because when it's posted, you can like, and the likes will decide who win. So yeah, that's something valuable happening in Southeast Clarendon for the month of February. I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on in March.
Nobody else not gonna tell you, but you know me, I gonna tell you. When you eat, don't talk.
I'm
So
sorry,
you're
but
not.
I don't want the food cold.
No, Miss Street, man, I gonna fall out for this body.
I'm
This
sorry,
body.
it's a bad habit. I'm not trying to do it, but I just don't want the food too cold because it's gonna soggy.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
should
guys.
wait. Anyways, thanks for the
I'm
information. So
sorry.
I have seen Southeast Clarendon Black History Month essay and speech competition. You know, go check out all of the relevant information. Let me help out Miss Chin. Yes, me enough like that. You know, go check out all of the relevant information over Colonel Charles Jr. accounts. I am sure they are online. I've seen them. I have reposted it. Big up on yourself. Big up yourself, Mr. Charles. This is what we want to see. Celebration of Black History Month in Jamaica. Thank you, Miss Chin.
Thank you. These are the things that we talk about. Positivity. Now, don't tell me about Funa constituency now.
I
You
don't
want to
know
hear
how
from
many.
your constituency? Good
Yes,
news from
what
my constituency from Eastern Portland. For the previous past 2 days, the program is called Rural. Let me tell you exactly what name. I'm gonna give information. It is rural electrific. Let me tell you. Hold on. All right, let me mute till me find the information. So Mario and Plum, somebody do want to something. Let them say.
Guys, are bringing us back to the whole.
Dijana, well on there. Make Dijana say
Oh,
something.
okay.
Dijana,
Morning, guys. How y'all doing?
blessings.
Yeah, man, cool. Yo, mankind, here ya. The thing I get down to almost election. So by now, a smart labor are supposed to understand the play and know what to respond to and what not to respond to. The PNP has nothing over the JLP. They don't have employment. They don't have management of crime. They don't have management of the economy. They don't have creation of job. They don't have houses. They don't have advances in agriculture. They don't have anything over the JLP. Worse yet, even when we project forward into the future, the JLP have a bigger, grander, better plan for the development of the country. See? So what you hear happening? They can do only what they're supposed to do. You see people like Floyd Morrison go up and be on the headline and wet the bed and embarrass himself and give bad statistics, and Dan Jackson will have to be telling him over the last 4 years, the JLP has built more houses than the PNP built when they're in power for their 4 years back in 2012 to 2016. Guys, this is what I want to concentrate on and bring to the fore. You all need to understand that we are not going to get help from certain traditional media. I don't know the names of the media houses there. We're not going to get no help there. The only help we get is from right here. Some want to man them to go out and arm themselves with the data and be strong in presenting the data. Want the man them move out of them comfort zone and not be afraid to even go on some of the calling program them and talk stuff them. See? Because if you don't do it, you'll have people like Ralston Hyman and Sir P and all them people and Metro and all them people that'll sit on the radio program and they're stalking them foolishness. See? Let's occupy the space as well. See? No, this whole Dayton Campbell thing. I personally think, but I get in no litigation and no. Sorry, what was that?
I don't cut you.
Go on talk.
I'm going to say something very vital. I don't know if you were on just now when we said that we're cutting the conversation on it. Now, what I did, because we keep everybody would open their mic, so we are gonna stop talking about this now, and then they add something to it.
Stop
everybody.
Which aspect?
Everything we have to do with the negativity of PNP, and we then talk about something positive coming from the jail. And I broke that conversation.
No, Miss Chin.
He's making the right point.
Yes, we have to get information to debunk them just the same. And what he's saying, that even on the radio station, you have recognized persons who are giving out misinformation. So we have to still use the platforms that we have to debunk all of these information. Just before you come back in, DJ now, no, just on the same point, just on the radio, when the question was asked, do you think that the government, the JLP calling for Dayton to resign is a good move? Do you think that it will happen? Do you think it is effective? You know what the journalist came and said? It is a political spoils. Now you tell me, all those other times when the PNP was asking for persons to resign, it wasn't a political spoils. But as soon as we now come with information and evidence, it is automatically a political spoils. So what I'm saying, we have to make sure that we are fueled enough and ready to debunk it, because they take us like mediocres. Continue, DJ now.
That's my point exactly. You all think that y'all gonna have it easy. Y'all think that y'all gonna get support, and you will not get support. Every time Labour Party has been strong, it's been strong because Labour Party supporters stand up and became and decide that nobody now gonna look over them. They're gonna talk. They're gonna be seen. They're gonna be noticed. They're gonna be heard. Zin? They have a press conference yesterday. How many of the traditional media houses used to carry the press conference and carry the details of the press conference? Them go and them write stuff about JLP, about tit for tat and all them sort of stuff. That is how they will spin it. And the only way they will spin it otherwise is if we continue to talk about it and put the talking points them out there. That's just a fact. You will not have it easy. Straight up. The PNP have no problems sending people on the radio to talk foolishness, you know. Y'all don't notice that. People go out there and what they say. Me and a man come on the radio this morning. But I say he's a PNP. But I heard a guy came on the radio this morning. And he said crime only dropped for a single year. That's what he said. We all know the data. We all know that crime dropped by murders dropped along with crime in 2023. It also dropped in 2024. And it has been falling this year as well. But the man just feel comfortable to come on the radio and say them sort of thing. The man says only 2 gangs this month from when? All JSTF are coming and talk about almost 200 gangs this month. Not August, and he feels comfortable to say them thing there. He will feel comfortable if we don't push back. And that's what I'm saying. We need to push back. Zin? No, this Dayton Campbell thing cannot just die and go like that. Zin? And I'm going to make it simple because I'm not getting no defamation or anything like that. But I'm just asking a simple question. Dayton Campbell needs to come out and say categorically if that was his voice on the phone telling the man that why is the money is being shared out in that particular way, because there's a serious governance issue. And if anybody at all like that cannot be sitting on the EOJ, should not be the general secretary of any sensible political party. Me just to ask Dayton, and I think I can ask that question. Was that your voice? Confirm or deny it? And that should be something that we're putting out there. Zin, guys?
But him did resign now for the EOJ still, so we just waiting him to resign for the next one.
You know, it
Listen,
didn't
man,
resign.
we want to hear from Dayton Campbell.
Lexi, where did he resign from?
The EOJ.
No.
When?
No, who said that?
When?
What on there?
Where?
Mama, what on? Mama go for my phone.
Dayton Campbell has not resigned from any
Them
position.
ask him resignation from.
No, man, no, no, use them.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. EOJ asked for the resignation of him.
Right.
Where is that?
Because it should be. It should be, but he has not resigned.
They asked for
where
the
is that?
resignation for him. He don't resign.
When did they make
I've not seen that news of them asking. So Lexi, give you a source. Because I see that.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
see that news.
their street for a man.
Listen, man, now make it simple. We are asking Dayton Campbell and the PNP to come out. And we just start with a simple question. Was that your voice in the tape saying what you said in the phone call?
100% on point, the Jenna. And I am one of those persons who have been asking that question from get-go, from it was released. Even when me have the screenshot with him name saving at the WhatsApp, me have the screenshot, me have the screen recordings, I have reposted them, and I have asked those questions. I have definitely asked those questions. And I am saying, we have good things that go on. As me did that, let me get back to me good things. I go tell them my good things and also me can go now update. The Prime Minister will be in Westmoreland today, George Wright's constituency. 4 hours. That me hear, that is my information. 4 more new social housing program houses will be handed over to the people of Jamaica who needs it most. Also, I hear that you will be having his free rural electrification house wiring and connection program. So I don't have the details of it completely, but I heard through the grapevine that his will be kicked off. But I can tell you that over the past week, my MP, Anne-Marie Vaz, East Portland, she has started her free rural electrification house wiring and connection program. And today is Friday. They started at the Hotel Timambu Wednesday and Thursday. And I can tell you now, say, I myself, I am shocked at the crowds that go there. I don't have the numbers for how many persons turn up on Wednesday, but I know that it was a lot. And we have registered some people before, right? Yesterday, well over 400 people turn up. So I am saying sometimes we are here, we don't know the needs and wants of a constituency, right? And I am seeing this for the very, very first time, even though this program has been around for a very, very long time. And I am saying to myself, how is it that programs like these exist, but you still have people what list a thief light? You no need for thief no light and a burn up people place. Free program out there. Please, if you are in Eastern Portland, the 2 days for sign up passed, but I believe we have a nice and good and clean MP. If you are interested, please call the MP's office or go by there. Make the time and go by there and see if it's possible to get you on the list. So, big things are going, good things are going. Tell you this. Every single constituency where Jamaica Labour Party MP is, there is something. Blanket, mute, Blanket, mute. Every single Jamaica Labour Party MP, they're on the ground, they are doing their work. We no go see the news and left PNP. No make no PNP Batman blagger. And no don't know y'all run left them country. We sit down some about Nafarina suffer. Set no narrative for no. Right? We must set the narrative every morning. Put out the good news, the good stories. What's happening in our constituency? I found a duty that find out what go on and come report it to the rest of us so we can have the information. Not depend on party. And talk about these people are depending on websites. I want to done speech me ever hear from a labor right this morning on the platform. Oh, the government are depend on the website. We are living in the technology age. We don't sound like Brown Burke and Dennis Daly in a parliament when I want to look on the Spark program.
Easy, behave yourself. Easy, behave yourself.
I want done speech. Me not supposed to hear that out of labor right mouth. So them website. And that's how we there now. We there in the information and technology age. Everything they online. No bank send no online. Everything we have to do, we have to go online. No can buy grocery online. It is available. It is a tool. Information is available. And when no company platform for embarrass yourself, better on message me. Message me, me answer no. Me take the time and answer no. Once I know, I will answer no. If me no know, me know if you go ask, if you can tell you no. Don't sound like PNP, and don't compete for don't style clip like the PNP them. We are the information party. We have it available. Remember, it's a task force we have. I don't know, dirty blogger. I don't know, dirty played blogger. If you do dirty work, fi splice video, and then something. They focus, guys. Me want when you open the mic, me want hear what happening on the constituency. Big up on yourself. Me I go mute for now.
Yo, kissing around.
Yo,
Plan, shut plan, tapping eyes. Because when the truth is left to told, it have to told.
Hey, listen, what Kizia says is true. Jean? Some of the stuff them over here
customer time now. They have customer time. Customer hour. So go and call Nationwide Mario.
All right, cool. Yeah. So may I say is what Kizia says is true. If you're not sure about something, just inbox one of the guys in I think to get the correct information. Don't go on the thing and just spew some stupid information. I'm gonna say it again. There is nothing, in fact, that the PNP has over the JLP. They don't have cost of living over us. We know that the cost of living jumped from 2015 to now to by around 70%. But we know the minimum wage raised by 140%. We know the public sector wage, the wage bill jumped by 100%. Then we know the public sector workers making more money and making more money ahead of the cost of living, the rising cost of living. So we don't want no JLP person feel away to discuss them stuff there. Then we want to go out there and be bold in talking the thing, because trust me, the PNP people them have no problems in going on the radio, sharing misinformation, and they have a compliant media that will allow them to do that and not correct them. So we need to be bold as well for go on the radio and go on the area and come on this platform and talk strong. Straight so. Good talk, is it?
Plank, what's going on in Linstead?
That man, me just like ask if nothing positive now go on no more constituency. Or if I only the dating the resignation business we can talk.
Let's see what's going on in town.
Lexi don't know nothing what go on at town, you know. But
Miss Chin, we are going to ride and whistle. And this is what we have been with government for. We have been begging our party to do the government work and play the party politics. The Dayton Campbell, KSA, MC, PNP scandal, we cannot stop talking about it because our taxpayer money. We have to chat about it.
And I'm not saying that we should.
Government money, they might use taxpayer money for thief election.
I'm not saying that we should.
We are right down with the Miss Chin.
Stop talking about it, but I'm not
Right down with the Miss Chin. Right down. Right on.
All right. Let me hear more people talk about it, because a while ago the mic them silent. A while ago everybody the palm mute, nobody not talk. So if you not talk about it, put the mic and talk. And if you not talk about it, find a better topic.
And the artist topic are road right now. And we don't need PNP.
Yes, lock him up. Lock up him. If you don't want to resign, lock him up.
A while ago, a complete silence a while ago. Blocking up a coming and ask Plank if not now go on a link state.
Yeah, man, remember work with them, Miss Chin.
Talking about it. Silence.
All right, Miss Chin.
One at a time.
Remember, so with their work, you know, and we
If
just
you
use
look a
the
minute,
space.
me told my back be a nice, I want to go and say for the people in the
Miss Chin, we got to work with it.
Passionate people. I know you're full of passion. I know you're full of passion. Let's keep it calm. And do the work.
All they want to read the comments them too. Remember, say people in the comments. See the comments them a drop one. The new water project launch in Northeastern Catherine. New info. Mocha is the body doing the investigation. Omar, that is not new info because it was reported when Mocha go on the case, you know, a Spanish town about. So we know some Mocha have a hand.
Miss Chin, where you go?
And next thing I want us to call out to. You need to call out
I need to talk to you.
to Pamela Monroe Ellis, because Pamela Monroe Ellis have a duty to tell the Jamaican public her audit that she has been doing, or if she has been doing any audit, when it start, which year she reach, because we don't have this information, and we need the information from Pamela Monroe Ellis, because we know that there is some ongoing audit, but we need to know from when, because of the Christmas work money. And the Christmas work money, I eat them I use and I send go give them caretaker to win up seat and win up division. So we want all of the information, and the information that we want. Me know what my party come out yesterday, militant. Till them compare Marlon to all sort of Idi Amin and all sort of we care zero what PNP want to say. Because when they cannot fight the truth, they go to personal attacks. Me know my idea come. Me know say they soon come read out me eulogy for me crutches. But they don't need to do that, because me can't do it for myself.
You're gonna behave yourself. You're gonna behave yourself.
Kizzy. Hello guys. 1 second. Only an idiot would compare the two people together, because they do not know the history and Idi Amin. They do not know why Idi Amin did what he did. So for them to go and compare it and trying to make it to seem like Idi Amin was a bad person and this guy was a bad person, they do not know their history. You get me? So
remember, Beanie Man, baby mother, number 13, they did talk about Andrew as Hitler, you know. So they will go to the lowest.
Bridget.
But something more want to point out to you, Kitty. Yes, Mario, go ahead. Go ahead, Mario, I'll listen to you.
I don't know if you guys literally heard this morning about in Saint Ann down in Xavier constituency.
yeah. Go ahead.
We heard Mario, but I was hoping that somebody
Mario,
Yeah.
need to get to the point
is-
because it might.
Oh, sir,
Yeah.
sir, I thought you. No, man,
No.
no. I thought he was finished.
No, I said it is alleged that surrogates, people see them ask them question and they say she send them. Danishka Williams have a project going on down there where she dig up the government road and look for water. Dig up the government road, the road where Xavier just fix. She go dig it up, so she look for water. She don't work at National Water Commission. She's not the member of parliament. And I don't know what the shit is going on. You understand? I don't know what is going on. And Matthew Samuda supposed to go down there. There is a thing where Matthew Samuda, I think, is going down there. I think it's next week thereabout. He's going down there to do a water project. So what is it that they're trying to do? Run because them hear that. Them are trying to run. Go ahead. And the minister who said that they're doing something and send our surrogates them there to dig up the road to say them are certified. And these things need to stop and talk about.
All girl say action and needs to go. Action and needs to go where? Action and needs to go dig out the dead skull them out of your mother crutches. And that's what she need to go?
Hey.
Come on for me MP and shit.
Kizzy. Remember, yeah, mute and calm down. Drink a glass of water, cause remember that this is going to go on YouTube.
Kitty don't
So
need
drink
no
a
water.
glass of water. Drink a glass of water, my daughter, and calm down because them comrades we may call Jesus Christ in himself. But we need to hold our composure, Lexi.
Kitty don't need no water.
Composure. Hold on, man. Yeah, she need a glass of water. And my daughter, me know her. She need a glass of water. You go drink a glass of water, right? And calm
Oh,
down.
yeah, but nice daughter
Because,
to me.
yeah, man, and my daughter will never know me. And Lexi and my daughter will never know.
No, check it was me alone, so now we can't share.
Yeah, man, she needs to go drink a glass of water because Kizzy, I know when she's hungry, so she needs to just calm down and come back when she's. Lily, don't tell her to cuss. You will not tell her to cuss. Yeah, Lily, make she calm down. She can't be better than that. No, kids, you go back in your nice and decent way. Don't make the comrade them dry you, because that's all them want. Anyway, continue, Mario.
So these things, guys, we need to come out, we need to talk about these things and find out the truth about it. After the camp resignation, you understand? Because I don't see how Williams I go send our surrogates them if it is true. Because people been calling on her to come and talk about it, which is I come with them that I go talk about nothing at all. You understand? But how is it that if it is true, why is it that she's going to send people to go and dig up the government main thoroughfare so she'll look for water? Who the hell is who she is?
Mario, my question is this. Mario, I have a question because I'm just hearing about this.
Go ahead.
My question is this. Were they seen and were they arrested?
Well, they were seen but not arrested because they are bombarding the people down there and saying that it's the 80s election they are taking back down there. So a whole heap of shit are going down there, right? A whole heap of things.
All she has to do is deny it. because the persons that did it were not arrested. If they were arrested, then in that case, the police would then have to force them to say why it is that they're doing this. And if they say that she's the one that tell them to do it, then in that case now, say, all right, them are go call her in because she cannot deny it while they are saying that if she send them, then the two of them, the two parties will have to be in a room and one deny and one say no. There she will have a problem because you can't go tell lie on the people them we have vote for you. You can't send the man them go do dirty work and then when your back is against the wall, you say I lie them and tell for you. She knows she can't do that.
Was called, Miss Twin, and the police them don't turn up. The police was called while and they did not turn up. The police and the police them don't turn up.
Yeah, but Nathaniel,
If that can be proven, somebody need to report that station to the commissioner. Let him find out why they didn't turn up. Simple. Remember, Xavier was in the Ministry of National Security, so he must know what to do. You understand me? He must know what to do if that is the case.
Yeah, but what would I expect from something like this is just to be seen pictures of the whole thing of the road being dug up. Then when I get in a no thing to say, oh, so and so tell man forgot it, because that's the easy thing for them to get. Nice.
I am going to I'm going to get them and I'm going to send them to
that is an easy thing for them to deny. That is an easy thing for them. Yeah, that is an easy thing for them to deny. What we know is this. There is no way you're going to have a constituency in Jamaica that will sit by and watch people dig up road that has just been done. That would have mean that the people in a constituency don't mean themselves no good. See? So that ploy is clearly a ploy.
Legion here. Hold on there. Stop the saying that. Meanwhile they are doing it, them checking the people them. Right now the people them in Canada here.
Listen to me now. We're not for the PNP dirty work. You hear me? I tell you now. Me not believe that until me see pictures or videos of it happening.
Nathaniel, just send us the pictures. Send us the pictures. That's what we want. Send us the pictures.
Without proof, I cannot speak on something that I don't have the proof for.
I've seen all the pictures of the digging up of the road.
Nathaniel, you
Can I say something?
Photograph.
Can I say something? Nathaniel, is that the same? Nathaniel, is that the same live that I with? We are not telling me a weapon for answer me.
Oh. But nobody didn't hear the question that you asked.
Nathaniel. She's asking for the evidence, just like we. All right, the info come with one picture showing what do we advise, do we there in calendar in the hospital, don't Savarr, the clinic or whatever it was, right? If we don't have proof, don't come here, come tell me the things, because if we don't have the proof of it, we can't say it. And Nathaniel said see it. Forever blessed Natalie says she see it, but where do you guys see it? And if you don't see it, why don't you hear it? Why wouldn't I allow
me I try to confirm for the same live I'm see with the people them in the grey or orange vest. I dig up the road with the tractor.
Listen, I don't know what it is. All me I say is that number one, we just want to see the picture, and number two, we just want to draw some attention to the whole thing.
The info was just live just now with all the evidence over there. I'm going to try and...
So now the question is, why is the road being dug up? That is the question we want to ask. Who look for pipe and why them digging it up?
To look for pipe so that the people in that area, according to them, can get piped water. That's it. And they said that it's our project. So the
So,
evidence was on Info Live, and Info have been calling for her to come out and say something about it. And then our next Labourite, I don't remember who was it, said that she's not going to come here and talk about this. But Info has been that we know say Info have grounds, we know say Info have grounds down there. Especially down at Xavier constituency.
No, wait. So now tell me that a non-government person is digging up the roads? That's basically what this is, right? Nathaniel, that is it.
That's a criminal offense. Someone who is not working for
Yeah, that is the story. That is the story. Did a non-government person go and dig up the road? No, then that is the story. We're not put no name to it. All we just asking is, did a non-government person go in and dig up the road after Xavier mean fix it? That's the question.
Impossible. Inside the live guy.
And the man them gonna go dig up.
I'm gonna send for Info.
Bring the pictures.
Blank, send for Info and make Info come over here now, please.
Into 5
And the
minutes
people
inside the live.
what was happening to the engineer. And when the resident go to them said it is she. Send them come, they can't dig it.
Nathaniel, you can't use that. Trust me, you can't use that. Just concentrate the discussion over. Did a non-government person go and dig up the road after Xavier fix it, and why? Is this a move to try to damage the work that's been done by the MP? That is the discussion.
Sabotage MP, did you know?
Yes, that is the discussion. And is this a move to sabotage the work being done by the MP? We're not calling a name to it because the person's going to deny see them do it.
Yes, because they know that Minister Samuda will be going there in 2 weeks' time to carry out a water project.
You know, guys, how I know that they're going to deny it. If Dayton Campbell vice can they in our vice note, everybody here say him, and them are saying him not deny it. Why you think they're not going to come and deny that they don't send somebody to dock up the pipe? Why?
Exactly, Mario.
What
Yo, Mario.
The citizen could have arrested the people, let me know. Citizen arrest, hold on upon the tractor.
Blank, go arrest people. We have all kind of bamboo tree down there and them shut a walk with. What you talk about?
Mash up the tractor.
Did you hear what I just said?
The man said you can't attack people who have gun. Well, all right, cool.
Me understand.
Let me not say that for your life. Let me not say that for your life.
Me understand what I say. But this is what I say. Them can deny it and say no them, as what Kizia say. Because them now have no proof. No evidence not there. The police now respond same time.
Listen, these people won't admit to anything until it's obvious that they have to admit to it. Dayton Campbell will not come out and speak about the voicemail unless we pressure him to come out and admit whether or not it's his voice or not. Simple. Just admit, is this your voice? This sounds like you. Is this your voice? And make him see if he's bad enough to continue to just simply ignore it. Let's see if they're bad enough to not try to follow it up.
The general part 2 are going to come, we're going to kick him in the face, man. Lawrence, we're not done with them yet.
No, we're not even ready for the part 2.
I want to know if you mute for a minute and listen to this. And I want to know if you understand what putting our voices together can bring results. Just want to listen to this.
There is a difference. Dr. Campbell, of course, is within his right to take legal action if he thinks he's been defamed. The PNP can sue political parties and government agencies. So having
mute.
There is a difference between calling someone a thief and asking a question as to whether there are governance issues here that need to be addressed. And I think there are questions in terms of
mute
that both Dr. Campbell and the PNP should come and address. So first of all, the voice notes that are circulating publicly, are they of Dr. Campbell's voice? As we know, in this age we're living in, we can't necessarily trust our ears, all right? So are these voice notes of Dr. Campbell or not? That's an easy yes or no for him to say, and why should we not ask that question. I think that's a legitimate question. If not, is he saying they have been, AI generated is it that they've been AI generated or some other kind of tech? So is it his voice or not? If it is his voice though, then I think there are at the very least governance questions that arise and that Dr. Campbell should address us on. Did he say what we're hearing in the voice notes? What was the context for the conversation, if there was a conversation? So again, the lawyer thing and the circling of the wagons and the legal action is one thing, and entirely within your right as an individual to protect your reputation. But that doesn't mean that there aren't questions that the public, I always say to both parties, that they tend to act as if they're the only people on earth, them and them supporters. And there are a lot of Jamaicans who are neither and who may have questions. So I do think that we do need to hear from Dr. Campbell and from the PNP direct responses to issues.
Okay. I don't know if me go play it again. Me go play it again so you can hear good. And those of us who are smart, no. When you notice Diane Jackson Miller, she start putting out in the she start put doubt in the listener's mind. Oh, it might not be Dr. Campbell, it might be AI generated. Yeah, after so long, data now to come say on him. And secondly, she started saying both parties when this is not a both parties issue. She's speaking specifically about Dayton Campbell and what is in the media now about him. But she go say both parties. But me go play again for no listen. And this is what the point where Dijena and myself and maybe others are making. Diane Jackson Miller would not speak on this if it was not that we keep asking for it. So uno have to continue, no let it go. Put them in an uncomfortable space. Them can twist it and try soften the blow for the PNP, but at the end of the day are the facts. Anyways, me go listen again.
Action if he thinks he's been defamed. The PNP can. Dr. Campbell, of course, is within his right to take legal action if he thinks he's been defamed. The PNP can't sue anybody. Political parties and government agencies can't. So having said that, though, there is a difference between calling someone a thief and asking a question as to whether there are governance issues here that need to be addressed. And I think there are questions in terms of governance that both Dr. Campbell and the PNP should come and address.
Anisha, please mute. Anisha, please mute. Anisha.
Of Dr. Campbell or not? That's an easy yes or no for him to say. And why should we not ask that question? I think that's a legitimate question. If not, is he saying they have been, AI generated is it that they've been AI generated or some other kind of tech? So is it his voice or not? If it is his voice though, then I think there are at the very least governance questions that arise and that Dr. Campbell should address us on. Did he say what we're hearing in the voice notes? What was the context for the conversation, if there was a conversation? So again, the lawyer thing and the circling of the wagons and the legal action is one thing, and entirely within your right as an individual to protect your reputation. But that doesn't mean that there aren't questions that the public, I always say to both parties, that they tend to act as if they're the only people on earth, them and them supporters. And there are a lot of Jamaicans who are neither and who may have questions. So I do think that we do need to hear from Dr. Campbell and from the PNP direct responses to issues.
Okay, so two things, guys. She can't give Dayton Campbell no idea. She can give PNP maybe a talking point and try to stir the minds of gullible people. But remember that Dayton already, in his opinion, yeah, come out on the stage and address it, so to speak, saying he does not work at the KSAMC and all of that. You see, if Dayton has remained silent up until this point when she did this program yesterday, then it would be a different thing. But he cannot now come out and claim AI. I want to know PNP stay. If there was any AI, Dayton would have ball out long time, say, I lie, hotel, and I no fee invoice that, and even that ball out in belly. So, you don't even make that with Dion Jackson. You don't make that with Dion Jackson Miller come with. The point though is, she is also admitting with the general public and the Jamaica Labour Party that Dayton Campbell, Mayor Swaby, and the PNP need to answer the questions of the Jamaican people. Which money him and Lawrence Road did a discuss? Which resources? Right, that's how we there. Let me mute.
As me say, we won't get no help from nobody. Zane, it took a press conference by Marlon Morgan and the JLP Communication Task Force to bring this on one of the most popular shows, talk shows, current affairs talk shows on radio, even though the whole thing was in the public sphere for over a week. Zane, the whole thing was there in the public sphere for a week, and them not touch it. And it took a press conference where all the media was invited to force this thing on the front burner. Zane, and we can't afford to let it go. The same way that happened, you know, with the original talk from the president of the PNP. You know, the president of the PNP, along with Dayton Campbell, admit that they spoke to Lawrence Rowe. The president of the party admit that he looked past the advice of his own internal integrity commission or integrity committee that them have, after tricking the Jamaican public and telling us that the party is now changed and they're going to ensure that all the people running for office are scrutinized and pass the test of their own internal integrity committee. And the president of the party admit that he looked past that advice and inserted somebody to run for it. See? Now that's a big breach of governance. But beyond that, the man actually come on and say, after him come to the realization that this man was not fit to run for office, he's not fit to run as a candidate, they admit that they sat with that man about putting him not only on a board to manage Jamaican people, that Jamaican taxpayer resources, but also have him sit in our parliament. Isn't that crazy? For a president of a party to be bold enough to step out and say them things, that these are things that we need to put forward and ask, aren't there governance issues regarding this? Is this sort of thing acceptable to even to be entertained and be telling somebody that they will be considered to sit in our parliament after your own internal integrity commission said this person is not fit to run? As someone will tackle the thing, people.
Amen. Amen. And I tell you, that is why Kizino and all of us, we've been asking for this community communication task force to get active. Let labor rights feel them. And one, everybody, all of our tales are up in the air. But I see Infomedia probably is here to give us some information of what is happening down in St. Anne. So let me mute.
Morning again, everybody. Morning. It is disheartening to know that the people of Battersea never have any road, and Xavier Main spend $15 million and give those people a brand new road. Danishka Williams and his minions, who say her first project is to bring water to Battersea, when the minister himself have a water project going on in Battersea, not complete as yet. She, based on allegation, her supporters said them go in search of water because it's the caretaker project dug up the road, threatening resident, say they're going back to the 70s because this is no mainland, it's Danishka land. Now, this morning on my live, I call on the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner, because persons down there, this is no rumor. People are afraid of their life because I pay a man with orange kerchief a walk behind the current caretaker for the constituency. People fear for their life. This is no joke. And let me show you what they have done to the road last week. Let me go to the big box and try to show you what they have done to the road last week. Down there, the people afraid of their life because the man next to them will take it to them because the boss daughter of a ton member of parliament.
May I try expand the box, but it now works. So I don't know blocking if you can do it.
You understand? They said the boss dark.
Hang on 1 second, hang on. It's still showing as dark in from my side, so let me try something else.
It's not easy. The counselor this man I spoke to on the phone and they said they called the police didn't come. He said he spoke to the water commission. So either continue to go on.
Laughing mute.
Oh.
Next
Info you in the big box.
Me not put a picture now. Oh, me not see settings. Lex, you put Lex in a big box. Cause me send her the picture of them and the videos. So put Lex in a big box. We cannot operate in this where this thing is concerned. It is very, very much serious. And I must commend the Jamaica Labour Party. Well, and let's keep for that press conference because they revive and rekindle the spirit of the Labour to see the task force out there. It is a big move. And it is reaching somewhere that, but me personally, that call, he said, top leg of press relief on the press conference. And yes, he do reach. And Kizzy, your boss is my boss. That same boss there that was in Germany, that they are my boss. That big up yourself. Go on, Lexi.
No, me not say if you did that call me.
Put up the picture.
Alright. Well on it. Well on this, I soon call you back. It dep on my next phone. So what I go do, I go just show it. I show it off on my next phone.
What may I say is while Lexi line up our thing, well-thinking Jamaicans in that constituency, I hope they see that what is happening, and all who did have up the MP and all who never get no green shirt, I hope them put those things behind them and come out, because that's the only way we can show a statement, come out on election day and vote against her. You understand me? Even though me really know so she can't beat Davia, but all who never interested at this point, I hope they see what is happening.
But Bridget, intimidation is a lot,
Yeah, you're right, because they're country people and they're not really used to those things. You're right.
Them are used intimidation.
Them are used to it. Yeah, intimidation tactics. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, this one.
See them there in the orange shirt.
So what them looking for? Where them claim them are for?
That's how them dig up the road.
Yeah, the road is not passable right now. Go to the next picture. Go to the next picture, Lexi. Go to the next picture. Go to the trench. Look on the trench. See the road there. See the road
Jesus Christ.
That's the road.
So with the video there.
Let me ask a question. When since caretaker have projects like these in a constituency? When since?
Exactly.
When since? Which caretaker have them a kind of can have water project in our constituency?
They promised them a project, but they
But these look like other citizens.
Yeah, because
No,
look
no.
like she pay them. Cause you know people stay they're very gullible. Look like she pay them.
Lexi tap the life of citizen.
No, but these Ukaga people living in the area.
Lexi.
Well,
I
I'm
wonder,
not,
I
not,
wonder,
not say.
I wonder if she get some of the funding when Lawrence Rose caretaker did I get. Each share use the project, government project. Somebody need to this needs to get to the media.
You can't see say this a fresh road, you know. Could they?
Yes, you can see it. You can see the black tar.
Commission media need to send this to over Cliff and all them
Yo, I want my finger now work good or something.
You must be nervous.
No man, you know what? I feel like say I need to change the screen protector. Cause one side of the screen is kinda hard to touch. I never lay it down good.
My God. You see, this is what we're talking about. Evidence is everything. Evidence is everything. So there is evidence. Now this need to. So hold on. Let's see one picture with Danish. Was she there? Was she actually there?
Swipe up your phone. Let's see.
Miss see one image. Was she actually there when this was happening?
Let me see the image there.
Oh, this look like a one picture where she posed for. But if she was actually there when they were doing this, then she can't deny it. Oh, this serious. So okay. So Xavier may know for do what need for do. Xavier may need for do what need for do. And the people don't care.
Intimidation to intimidate the people them.
Xavier used to work in the Ministry of National Security. Xavier can girl where the street girl come go on like she wanna run things. He must know what to do. You understand me? Xavier can't make she come on like she wanna style him and come intimidate the people them. Xavier man must know what to do. So me just leave that in a Xavier and because Xavier is not stupid. He's a lawyer and he used to work in the Ministry of National Security. So make him stay there, make this little pissing tail girl come go on like she want to run things.
But we shouldn't be surprised about this, you know, because them leader did say we have to take it to them. So I guess that's time to take it to them.
Well, Xavier needs to take it back to her and not make she go on like say she want. When she come down, she's supposed to afraid to come down there, and that's Xavier to take it to her nastiness.
Should they over Twitter X? Should they over X? A class people as mongrel. So somebody needs to use one of them accounts and go post the information and tag her and ask her. Say, Wagwan right there. So is she responsible for that?
Kizzy, you can't send me our name upon X. You know our name upon X?
I think her name is she named Danishka Williams, and I think she named Dan or Danish Will or something like that. She easy to find over. She easy
send me number DM.
All right, me I go look and tell.
Come here, ask her. And me I make Shen come with me too. Cause Shen are the ex funny can make me not really know about X. Me only have an account over there for fast. Today is Friday. I have to smell nice.
I guess Danai Williams, her father Danai, right? I guess Danai is in all them gang them nung the behind her.
And when you know a tag her, not just tag she alone, you know if you tag couple media houses in it too. JIS included everybody. So so a crowd come down on it. Not just she, because what she gonna do, she more than likely I'll just block the account. Or I can tell you so no a dog like what she tell other people. I don't know.
Good. Well, time now. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
All right, guys. So bye-bye later. I'll talk to you all. I will listen, but I can't stay. So I'll give the back to somebody who want to come up. Bye, guys. Love you all. Have a great day.
Love you too, Kutos.
Yeah, I have to shake out as well. Guys, go on, go on deal with the things for the life.
Yeah, man. Good morning again, guys. Right now, it brings tears to my eye. I don't know what I said, but I think Danisha need to go. She need to get locked up for this. She orchestrate this, she need to get locked up for this. Somebody need to get well accountable for this. They can't $15 million on a joke money to repair a road. And this is what the people oh man. Yeah, she must go down. I wish if Lexi could have shared it and to CVM.
Dopey Bonaro. Dopey.
Mario, you can mute the phone. Mario, mute.
So what we have to go do now, Lexi, share the video with Plank, me, and I could run it pan it and do a clip into it.
Yeah, I can't name for. When you tell Lexi to send it to you.
Me just can't understand but run video to me and Plank.
Yeah. Why you not say make Lexi send it to you? Make you do the
And you run it.
Right.
I walk out confused. Who can call Cliff Hughes?
No, I mean the Pan Cliff Hughes channel. I listen to it.
Okay.
We need to send these pictures to Cliff.
Understand?
Cliff now go talk about it. You want to know why Cliff now go talk about it?
Him not
evident.
Evident. Him
Right. Not the 100% evidence
right.
to say yes. They're not going to talk about it.
The only person who has the power to get the media to speak about it is Xavier Mean. Nobody else.
Mean. Right.
Exactly. And I think
the only
info
person
can
who
get
can speak the media is Xavier Mean.
Well. Hey, 2020.
Anyways, me soon come back. I go walk street and come for a minute. Soon come.
Where I walk too much.
You can't stay there. Me can't sit down over here where don't know make information pass me. Me have to go look it. Cause you not bring none come give me.
Then me not bring information come give this morning.
Where? What part?
I listen to it in a petal.
But you hear me not care information about the center and business.
Huh?
Hello.
Me not care information about that.
Mario.
Yes.
So Plank, you hear that there's something there playing and you're not saying nothing to it, make we hear it.
It finished.
It can rewind. It can rewind.
That's it.
I saw a video this morning. I don't know if this morning they were on the bus or yesterday. Right? So where Juliet Cuthbert and Dr. Dunn was waiting on one of the JUTC buses to ride on the buses to get an experience, of how the people were feeling, knowing that 2 buses were going to run from somewhere in Castleton to Halfway Tree. I don't know if anybody see the video, but the video is out there. So good look.
It runs through both of them constituencies, so it's a good look. It's for the both of them. The people were saying that they would prefer if the bus would load down by Granby one. So them call one part down the bus. I think Big Jude, if persons are familiar with Junction, they will know that because the buses are so long, it's not possible. So them couldn't go further than Castleton. Because even to Castleton is a bit, because trust me, the road in a junction is some little steep short corner. So the driver them have to be very skilled. Guys, I am very happy that Mr. Vaz under his ministry is extending JUTC for the so that rural parts of the country can benefit from a public transportation system. The truth of the matter is those buses are very big, and we know all people drive crazy on the road. So we have to just pray and beg God for covering to all of the driver them and the passengers on these buses. Me see well people are come already have talked about flatbridge, and them making a whole lot of videos talking about flatbridge, trying to scare the people so them not take the bus them. But only no fault for that.
Kizzy, I double bus them and go cross flat with here, Kizzy. It double bus them.
Me see it, and the driver still. It's just egoistic drivers and who not drive for themselves and others. Come see one truck man all the way up on the bridge, and him can. If you drive on flat bridge, you can see oncoming traffic from the other side before you even enter the bridge. So once you see the bus coming, stop to the corner and wait because it's a single lane traffic. Simple.
Kizzy, there is stoplights out there. Stoplights.
But
and they fail to abide by it.
Big company that back down in the west. When they are the goods that come from the wharf, that is the route that them use, you know. So I don't understand why them are complaining about the bus. All of those containers.
Listen, man, I saw negative people them stay. A big 6-wheeler and trailer and all of them container truck that I drive through Flatbridge. So I don't know why they come at that now.
Most of them try not to use the highway because I think it's easier for the trucker to use that route than the highway.
Because the highway kind of costly, so they would still stay on that route. But guys, listen to me now. Why didn't Jackson even come out and talk about this? Call it 2 weeks later. I don't realize this. The only news media that was out with it was Nationwide. It never came on TVJ. It not come on RJ, it not come on Gleaner, it not come on Observer. So why she take it up now yesterday to talk about it? She not could have make it slide same way.
She could not. Anisha, you know, so we had you already and you did come in at the box and you know, say nothing. Anyways, I don't know if somebody want give Anisha a box. Maria lend Anisha your box, because Maria the pan tea time. And make her bring her up to here she say until she come. I think Anisha gonna stay long. But Casco, yesterday, this is why we say that the Jamaica Labour Party has to come and talk.
Yes,
the task force not about government, because as Dijana said before he left, this is something that mainstream media was avoiding like the plague. Only Nationwide was talking about it. But guess what? Because we had the
morning, Kizzy.
Yesterday, they had to. Yes, Anisha.
1 minute. The bus is actually going to Grandy Hall now. Because a person came out. Pardon? Yeah, they had updated the schedule. It was updated this morning. But from the first morning, somebody had said to Minister Dunn and Juliet Cutmore that they want the bus to go to Grandy Hall because the bulk of the persons are by Grandy Hall, so they have to walk up.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm happy they extended it and adjusted it because
Right.
I heard they describe myself and I was thinking, oh, maybe they didn't go that far because of the complexity of the road. But since them gone do it, that is good. Well done, people. We're happy for them.
It was the first day that they did it, the first morning that it came out, which was Monday morning. I think it was in the evening they went by Grandy Hall.
Okay, that is good.
Kids, we can play the Nationwide clip now with George that talk about the Gleaner.
Oh yeah, you can
All
play
right, later.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anisha.
Tell me if you don't hear it.
Welcome, Kizzy.
Online concerning that story that we carried 2 Thursdays ago concerning Lawrence Rowe, KCMC, the PNP General Secretary, and officials at the KCMC. So, if we play the prediction game, you know, yesterday's press conference by the JLP to do their political work around the story. And among the questions asked, you know, well, which entities are probing? And then that became the subject of the Gleaner's story. Totally expected, you know. I played the prediction game. We played the prediction game at Nationwide. We would have won. Yeah, would have been in money because we knew that that question, you know, would have come around and the treatment and everything would be as it was. Now, a reasonable person looking on would say that, well, you know, the way this thing has been reported now discredits what Nationwide had reported before because nothing is happening and this seems to be a made-up thing. You know, politics is competitive, you know. Media is also competitive. And what we cannot do as media is to pretend, well, nothing pretend, posture to be at daggers drawn against each other in the way that the political parties are by nature in their interaction with each other, because both of them are justing for a prize. The prize is the leadership of the country. So it's high stakes, and you're going to have that natural enmity between political parties because I want to lead, I want you to remain out of leadership. So, you know, I do all I can to undermine what you do. But media houses should ensure that they don't get drawn into that trap. And those who lead must set the example, must manage the emotions, and must ensure that, you know, the work is done on the up and up. And that what you're trying to do is to enhance the public's understanding of an issue in the public domain rather than appear to be trying to damage your competitor. Maybe some of them will tell you, well, you know, we're not competitors with you. You know, we're bigger and broader. I don't know about that. But I don't, of course, I can't impute motive. I don't know what was behind the way the Gleaner story was written. I just know that what we have published subsequently, and those of you listening, if you haven't seen the story we wrote this morning, it didn't come in either of the morning newscasts, but it has been published on our social media pages and on our website, and it will be aired in the midday news concerning what the head of MOCA, the army man Desmond Edwards, said to us directly this morning about that whole process. And you know, a part of the reason we didn't jump ahead and name entities that are probing was because we got the thing very preliminarily about what was reported to the entities, which is what we stressed. These things have been reported and these entities are doing what they should do with reports of this nature. So, based on what we reported, what the head of MOCA told us this morning, which is reflected in our story, is consistent with what we have been reporting over time. And nothing as a counter narrative that may emerge. You should not allow a counter narrative to cause you to even think that we have sat and made up something. Yeah? We have accused no one of anything. All we have done is report that a report been made to at least 2 agencies. And then we went a step further and told you what was reported. So I see, look online and I see some people naming up themselves. Yeah, there was a communal celebration when that Dina story hit the airwaves, meaning hit the social media spaces yesterday. To say, see there, nationwide I make up story. And know that we have put in the voice of the Mocha's head, what the situation is as he can say it. The communal celebration has turned to communal tracing. And I see a man putting up something on social media with 4 faces of nationwide personalities. Cliff Hughes, poor old Tana Thomas, and a drag Tana, this thing, Ricardo Brooks, and myself, with some mumbo jumbo as part of this whole communal gnashing of teeth and tracing about the latest story we have written on this thing. And boy, all I'll say is that I pity all of you. Yeah? Again, listeners, viewers, we got information that this thing had been reported and we saw some of the details of what was said. And we had a long discussion internally. We had lengthy consultations with our attorneys. We proceeded along a particular path and we were told, all right, just shore up that side. You may want to hold off on that. This part is good. Okay, if you can do this other thing, then you'll have a story to publish and you'll be on solid ground. We did all of that. It took 8 days from when the first draft of the story was prepared for the story to air on Nationwide 90 FM. 8 days. And I know, obviously. Yeah? So, I say all this to say that we can't allow fake columnists to infiltrate our ranks as the media working on behalf of the people. To be seen like, we're a daggers drawn against each other. And for those of you who know me well, say I'm afraid of war. Maybe in some perverse way, I really shit. But at the same time, maturity, responsibility, and common sense dictates you can't go around fighting wars all the time. And where a war or a battle is avoidable, you must always choose the avoid option. What I will never think twice about is defending myself and defending Nationwide. And the best way I can do that is through work. You've never seen the Nationwide people, the faces of Nationwide on social media saying anything about anybody. I challenge one of you to show me one tweet, one post. For myself, I think the last time I sent a tweet may have been about 2014. That was 11 years ago? Yes, man. I leave social media to social media experts. They say a wise man once said you should identify the things in life you don't do well and don't do those things. I mean that. Yeah? You don't know how to trace on social media and all these things, so I leave it alone. And some of us, in a tacit way, when I say us, I'm talking journalists now. What we do is we try to assassinate the character of other people in the vocation, in the profession. But as they say in the streets, we do it under style. You know what I mean? And boy, all I'll say is this. If you want to, handle or tango with me, you're gonna have to do it in public. Name and face established, associations established. Yeah, that's how I fight my battle. So I leave you to social media. You'll always win there. Coming out, come a lot. But we can't allow ourselves to be divided. We have to stay focused. And if we feel like we are wronged, we can't go too far with saying we are wronged. We can't start reading people's minds as to what people's motives are. You know? But what I'll say is this. To you out there who would snipe and who would undermine, I see you and I know who you are. Yeah? Granny always said the greatest thing is to know. Yeah? Yeah, man. I'm gonna know. Break that back with more after this.
All right, that good enough? Casco Kizzy.
Yeah, man. And George is right. Because, and that's why I tell you that these PNP people, they are very dangerous. Now, me personally, because Cliff use all the while. Because Cliff use tend to be... Because Cliff all the time. Me never waver yet. But I have to say, me know what them I go through because when them break the story, and as George rightly put it, you see, I am happy he spoke because now we know 8 days, them take, run through with them liar and make sure so them do them checks and balances before they came to the public. And what I hear from people who are journalists who eat within the fraternity, I was told that the other media outlets were angry with those journalists at Nationwide. I saw me here, right? And it was corroborated by other journalists after I posted it. Said them upset with Nationwide people. And if you notice, the PNP bloggers, then go ape shit, pan Cliff Hughes, till Cliff Hughes appear threatened lawyer. Remember, Cliff Hughes came on and he said that there are some things being said about them in the media and he cannot speak on it based on advice from his lawyer. Yeah. But he was on social media saying, you will be hearing from my lawyer, because they start to attack Sanjay and start talking all sorts of stuff about the young man, right? I put out WhatsApp notes, I try to tear down him character, and we all know the MO. This is how PNP go to work. If a man in then come and say plank, do this or plank, do that, we have to know say it is a malicious behavior, evil attack and plank. No care what it look like it might be true. Then come and start to certain things about Petal, Casco, Black King. We have to know say when they cannot win the argument, they start to nasty up your character because I saw them go to work. And they have been doing this to Andrew Wellness for years. Remember then this time baby Madam Pitney down a ghetto. Right? When they never work, they start talking about some drugs dealer brother. When that no work, they start about house. We see what they do. So sometimes Cliff come out strongly. We think out of being protective of his staff and even his own safety. At times, in try to just draw back, and then we get the attack pole Cliff. But I know easy world like in no joke business, because we are fighting against brigadists. The war criminal never go train. They are still alive and well. Big up yourself, man in Petal.
Sorry, but I'm in life, but please keep the convo because you know what? More you can see that these people will do about anything. And with it's not like we don't know that they're gonna be doing anything. They're gonna try everything measure. So I'm here now. There's nothing new in what is going on with these
Black
people.
King, you're there at the time and you're mute.
Yo, it's foreign. It's not.
Why does she Black King in a tea time? But Petal, what they were basically trying to discredit the journalists from Nationwide and say that it is not even a story. And they say no, it is not newsworthy, it is not a
Is it
story.
changed now?
But
No, Black King.
you listen to Angela Burke yesterday when she did the interview.
Did she do an interview or did she send out an audio release?
I mean, an audio release.
She sent out an audio release. She did not do an interview.
Audio release, as you say, sorry.
They're not answering the call. So they did not do any audio. She did
Audio, as you say, sorry.
recording and then send it out.
But we can't tell you.
Okay, so you guys hear me and they're not hearing me.
Black King, you want with the area or not?
Black King, you are on tea time.
I don't know what's going on then why me on tea time, because I was just talking to you guys just now. I was talking earlier and then I heard that you say I'm mute and I'm not on mute or on tea time. It's just that I'm around 9.
What were you saying, Black King?
No, what I was saying is like, listen, there's nothing that I'm hearing now that is foreign to me. We know these people was gonna be trying every different method. They was gonna, they're gonna go to intimidation and whatever it is that they can go to intimidate people. So whatever is going on at the moment is something that we need to make sure that we're looking out for. We need to be ready to and how to respond to it. But we at no point we're gonna be surprised that they are doing all these stuff that they're doing. It's not gonna become it shouldn't become a surprise to us.
No, it's not a surprise on a Black King, but it's the point of the integrity of the journalism. You see?
I'm worried that if Black King does not come off tea time, they might end the live. So I would suggest to Black King to end the live and restart because obviously there's a malfunction.
Rockstone is saying that he's not on tea time on her side. I don't know what's going on.